father-in-law watches my videos. I did not know until my husband told me. I will never tell you to disobey your husband. Never in my life will I tell you to disobey your husband. What's up, people? Bemi here. I'm a Nigerian lifestyle vlogger based here in Lagos, Nigeria. I film about lifestyle, love, motherhood, faith, and every other thing in between. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you found yourself liking this video, my content, and everything on my channel, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell to always get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you're returning back to my channel, Loyal Gang, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I appreciate you. I do not take it for granted in any way possible. So from the title of this video, you guys already know what I want to talk about. So without much further ado, we are jumping right into the video. So this is a question that somebody asked me on Instagram. You guys always ask me a lot of questions on Instagram as regards so many things in life, and I always try to respond as much as possible, and I come on here to actually share the ones that I feel like other people would want to learn from. I feel like I should even have a section here on YouTube called maybe like Nuggets with Bemi or something. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Okay, so this was a question somebody sent me, and I'm going to be reading it out. I'll probably post it here so that you guys can also read along as I'm reading the question and listen attentively. And you know, as always, let me know what you guys think about everything in the comment section down below at the end of the video. Okay, so let's just jump right into the question. Mommy Tishe, good afternoon. How are you, and Tishe? Please, I need your advice on something. I started my YouTube channel during the lockdown because you and other YouTube people motivated me. Aww. And I felt since I was not doing anything because I'm a stay-at-home mom with 2 children that I should start this YouTube thing since I can make money from it. The thing now is that my husband doesn't want me to do it. I already posted like 2 videos and he said I shouldn't do it again. What should I do? Then I asked her, hi mama, please have you asked your husband why he doesn't want you to have a YouTube channel? And then she responds and says yes, but he said he doesn't really have a problem with it, but he's just thinking what will his family and friends say when they see it. Okay, so I was like, so he's fine with it. Okay, why am I even typing like this? Okay, can I ask what your niche is? Like, what type of content are you putting out? And then she was like, I was doing vlogs, just how I do my everyday life with my children. Okay, so basically like vlogs. Yeah, I want to talk about life as a mother. So I guess she's trying to have a motherhood channel. And then I said, oh, have you tried considering maybe you should start out? Okay, so we're just gonna stop there, and then I can talk about this in the video. So basically, a summary of all of this is this lady sent me a message saying that she started a YouTube channel during the lockdown period, and you know, because during lockdown everybody wasn't doing anything, and you know, we YouTubers were churning out content like mad, like crazy, like you know, they you know. So and then I know a couple of YouTubers were doing videos and you know, posting on Instagram and saying you can make money off of YouTube and all that great stuff. So I think a whole bunch of people actually started their YouTube channels during the lockdown period, and I'm guessing she's one of them. And then so now the issue is that she feels like she says her husband, I feel like I'm rushing. Okay, calm down with me. She's saying that her husband does not want her to have a YouTube channel or to, you know, make videos. I think that's what she's saying. And then I asked her, well, why does your husband not want you to have a channel? And she says because the husband really doesn't have a problem with it. He just feels like, what would his family say? Like that, I'm guessing that's our in-laws. What would they say, and what would his friends say? So the first thing I'm going to talk about to this lady, which I also explained to her and I'm explaining to you guys, is YouTube is not just something that you feel like, oh, I'm bored, I just want to start YouTube because everybody has a YouTube channel. Please don't. If you're watching me right now and you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, or you already even started a YouTube channel, and the reason why you started was because, well, everybody is on YouTube now, so might as well be on YouTube. See, listen, if you have that attitude, it's really not going to get you anywhere. I feel like you should start your YouTube channel because you have a purpose. You know, there's a reason why you want to be on YouTube. There's a reason why you want to share whatever you want to share, but irrespective of the niche that you have. It could be hair. You could be like, listen, I've learned how to take good care of my hair. I just feel like I shouldn't be selfish and have this information all to myself. I need to share it to the world. You know, there must be a reason why you want to start your YouTube channel. It's not just, oh, I'm bored. Oh, it was during lockdown period and I just felt like starting. You know, you might go far, but you may not get far. Like, is that kind of attitude will not help, because listen, YouTube is hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, but YouTube is hard work. Like, it's crazy. I am filming this video right when I got back from work, and I'm rushing so that I can go pick my daughter up from where she normally stays. Like, listen, YouTube is hard. It's not just a walk in the park. It's not just, oh, I just whip out my camera or I just whip out my phone and I'm filming. You need to have a purpose. And that purpose is what is going to get you going when things like your subscriber count is not going up, your views are not going up. It's that reason, that purpose why you started that's what's going to keep driving you to continue to make content and create content on YouTube. Okay. Now, the second thing I want to address with her, she said, I think she also said something about, oh, because I heard that they make money on YouTube. Girlfriend, you heard they make money on YouTube. Yes, they do make money on YouTube, but listen, it's not easy. Like I said in the first point, it's not easy. 1, 2, initially, even when you finally get monetized, it's not a lot of money. It is not a lot of money. It's not the kind of money that you say, oh, I'm using to take care of my whole family with the money. It's not. It is not. And every YouTuber out there can testify to what I'm saying. If I'm lying, you people should jarrow me in the comment section. Like, say, Gbemi, that's a lie. Initially, before you even get to the monetization threshold, if you're somebody that you're so lucky, or you have family and friends that are helping you to advertise and this and this and that, and before you know it, in how many weeks or how many months you already have your 1,000 subscribers. Is it 1,000 or 1,000? I think it's 1,000 subscribers, and you already have your 4,000 hours of watch time. That's all nice and dandy. Or maybe you were already a celebrity and you were able to carry subscribers to your YouTube platform. That's all nice and dandy. But listen, as long as you're just an average person living in the middle of somewhere in Lagos, Nigeria, or somewhere in Nigeria, it's not going to be easy to get that monetization threshold. No matter how much people share your videos and say subscribe to my channel, you can get the 1,000 subscribers by telling everybody to subscribe to your channel, but are they watching? Are they going to get that 4,000 hours for you? Like, is that going to happen? You understand? So that it's not just it's not automatic to just make money like that. It's just like, oh, I just start posting videos and I make money on YouTube. It doesn't work like that. And even after you get monetized, like I said, the money is not, listen, if you don't have more than $100, whatever, if you haven't accumulated $100 in a month, they cannot send the money to you. Initially, I was like that too. Like, it took like 2-3 months before my $100 will complete. Before they will send it to my account. But I mean, we thank God, to the glory of God. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say in essence is that it's not automatic money. It's not plenty money that you say, oh, you're using to build house like that. You are going to have to get to a different level before that can happen. Do you get? So if you're starting YouTube for the I want to make money on YouTube, girl, you're on your own. Okay, so now getting into the nitty-gritty of the gist, talking about like her husband not wanting to have a YouTube channel because of what his family might say, like his in-laws, and what his friends might say. Now, this was what I had to say to her: talk to your husband about it, let him understand. Because the thing I realized about family, friends, and all that is that they don't really understand how YouTube works. You know, even with my family, initially my mom wasn't keen to the idea. She just did not understand why I am broadcasting and showcasing my life out there on YouTube. But then later she started seeing, and then, you know, with the help of one of my uncles, she started seeing that it wasn't like there's so many things that goes on around me that you guys don't see. So I'm not sharing my life on YouTube. Like, you know, that's what a lot of people feel, especially in this part of the world where we are in Africa, in Nigeria. People feel like, oh, don't put your life out there. Oh, once you put your life out there, there are some principalities and powers that are coming to get you. You know, people basically living in fear and everything. But it's because they do not really understand. You know, the moment they start trying to understand what YouTube involves and what it takes and the different kinds of niches and content that you can have, then they would be able to understand where you're coming from. So I told her to talk to her husband, like explain how this whole YouTube thing works, explain that you're not trying to showcase your life on YouTube, you're not trying to paint, maybe show, maybe the husband does not want them to show what his house looks like. You know, there's people that are very, very private like that. So just sit down and explain to your husband. And if you're still insisting on like this in-laws thing, there should be somebody in your husband's side, in your in-laws that you're close to. You can ask the person to, just because she said she had uploaded a couple of videos, tell the person to watch those videos. What does the person think about it? You know, those were the things that I told her. What does the person think about it? What does the person think the family would think about it? Now, me, I'm not here to tell you to disobey your husband. I will never, ever, ever in my life tell you to disobey your husband. So this has to be something that you guys have to agree on. I'm thankful, I'm not bragging, that I have a husband that is very, very supportive towards it. I have parents, I have family that is very supportive towards, you know, what I'm doing, my mom and everything. And recently I actually just found out that even my father-in-law watches my videos. I did not know until my husband told me. Do you get? So I'm very thankful for that kind of support that I have. But I feel like it's because they've come to understand the reason why I do what I do, and you know, everything around it. So I told her to explain to them, if you're close to any of the in-laws, just explain to them that, listen, I'm just trying to share, I'm trying to, you know, put out knowledge, I'm trying to not just hoard information to myself, I'm trying to help one person or the other. And I feel like if you explain to them like that, and even do the next point I'm about to mention, they would like come around. So now, which brings me to the next point I'm trying to talk about. So she said she already posted a couple of videos, and I asked them what kind of videos. She said they were vlogs, like basically her life with her children at home. So I guess it's like, you know, oh hi guys, I wake up in the morning, da 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 da. And so like I said earlier, we're in Africa where people feel some type of way towards this kind of videos. Like it just feels like you're showing your house, your everything. So I told her that maybe you should start with sit down videos like this, where you necessarily don't show your children, because I feel like they would be more comfortable with that. And then as time goes on, you can then start introducing the whole lifestyle thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So I asked her what her niche is. She said she's trying to talk about motherhood and all that stuff. Fine, that's all nice and dandy. And she has 2 kids and she has experience already. I'm sure she's watching me. I'm just using her in third party. So I'm sure you're watching me and you're listening to what I'm saying. At least it's not text anymore. You're listening to what I have to say. So you have 2 kids already. You have a wealth of experience. I'm sure there are sit-down videos that you can make like this about motherhood. And I feel like by the time you start making sit-down videos, you start accumulating your followers and subscribers and everything. Then as time goes on, even those in-laws will start seeing that you're putting, how do I put it? You're putting effort out there. You're giving back to the world. You're educating people. You know, by the time they see the comment section, people are like, thank you for sharing this. Thank you for explaining this to me. Oh, I didn't know about this before. Now I know about this. Oh, this. By the time they start saying things like that, they'll be like, even your husband will be like, yes, you know, my wife is, you know, maybe one of his friends that he's worried about, the friend's wife can be like, oh, I learned this from so and so and so and so and so. Do you get, like, so I feel like I personally feel like you should just start with sit down videos like this, and as time goes on, you gradually introduce the lifestyle content. Now I know everybody wants to do vlogs, everybody wants to show like all their lives, because it seems like that is what gets the most views. But you're currently at a place where your family is not really being supportive of that kind of video. Maybe you're even trying, I haven't seen her videos, but maybe she's even trying to like film her in-laws or film her husband, and they're just like, no, don't do that, like don't put me out there, you know. And the husband's like, I don't want you to put my kids out there, which is very, very understandable. So if you really feel like YouTube is really what you want to do, like I explained in the beginning, like you really want to share something, you really have a purpose and a drive to do this thing, then I feel like you should be able to pass across your message with sit down videos. Do you get what I mean? So the last but not the least points that I have to say to you is that don't stop doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like whenever you eventually decide to do sit down videos like this to, you know, share your wealth of knowledge with us, don't stop. Just keep going gradually. You know, if they'll start seeing increase in your channel, growth in your channel, they are gonna take it seriously. Your family members will take it seriously, and you know, eventually you get monetized. You start making one small toro kobo here and there. Even your husband will be like, yes, yes, girl, you know, you're doing something, you're bringing something home in the convenience of your home. You know, you're not like going out there, you still have time to take care of your kids and all that great stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? So just keep doing what you're doing, be consistent, because listen, in this YouTube world, it is consistency that helps you grow. Consistency. Pray about it also. I always say that I pray and I ask God for guidance on the things to post on my channel, because you listen, this world, this world, you know, so I always need God's guidance on content that I should post out, because I'm not trying to post content that is not edifying. I'm not trying to post content that that God, you know, it's just going to take me away from the presence of God. No, I'm not trying to do that. So I always seek God's advice before I make videos and post them out on YouTube and all that great stuff. So great stuff. So seek God first, you know. So yeah, those are basically the points that I have for you, basically. And to everybody out there that is also watching me, you're trying to start your YouTube channel, you're trying to grow your brand, you're trying to grow your channel. Listen, have a reason for starting a YouTube channel. Is that reason that is going to, you know, continue to push you when you feel like giving up? Because there are times that you would feel like you will be like, I'm not doing this thing again. But then when you think of the reason why you started, that drive and purpose that you had, you will definitely go far. Also, YouTube is not just, oh, I want to come and make money, I want to come and make money. Ha, well, you do like this before you see that one, you do like this. So just be very careful. Just keep doing what you're doing. Be happy with what you're doing. I remember when I was this close to getting monetized on YouTube, and then that was when they changed, oh my god, they changed the monetization the rules, I guess. So I think before you were supposed to have like 10,000 views or something. So I had about 9,000 and something views. I was this close, and then that day YouTube just makes an announcement and says that okay, from now henceforth you have to have 1,000 subscribers, you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. I feel like I even made a video. I'll probably insert it up here. I made a video. I was like, what are we now going to do now? Like, where are we even going to start from? I was so depressed that time. I was like, what is this? Like, what kind of frustration is this? How can I be this close to this and then this happens? But then surely, gradually, the channel was growing. It took a while. It took a long time. It might take longer than other people will normally take, but eventually, trust me, you will get there, okay? So just have all that at the back of your mind. Like I said, I would never tell you to disobey your husband. Never in my life will I tell you to disobey your husband. I would not tell you to do that. And I hope everything just works out well for you. That is all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comment section down below if you agree with me, if you do not agree with me. If you also have other questions to ask me, always ask me these questions. And let me know what you guys think about that nuggets with Bemi. I don't even know how that's going to work, but let me know what you guys think about it. And yeah, if you found yourself liking this video, leave a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel. This is so important, guys. It is very important. And share this video with everybody that you know, guys. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.